cares? Well, you're making it worse.
I don't care.
We're now live streamed. Hello, universe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. This is called That Song Reminds Me Of. If you've never known that I had a podcast, it's because my podcast is not available for the public. You have to pay for it. It is.
I was like, shit.
You have to pay for it on Patreon, but it's not that expensive. $5 a month gets you lots of it.
You just cut out.
Are you there?
Yeah, there you are.
No.
What does it get us?
I know. What the fuck is going on with my... Oh, and I hear echo now. Do you hear that?
No.
Okay, great. You know, y'all, I don't understand why, but everything was copacetic with my sound setup. And then one night, this is last night, around 9 p.m., suddenly it just was like, bloppity blop was uninstalled. And I said, what the hell is that? And now I'm having all these problems. So hopefully you can still hear me, and hopefully you can still hear Joey, because the only one that really matters in this program is Joey. Talking about...
I did not see that coming.
I know you didn't. Hello, all two of you who are watching this live. Now, Joey was a guest beforehand, and this week I actually didn't have time to do a regular podcast, so I thought I would live stream this one to get everyone interested in the podcast on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Lena Rocker Hall. And it is, you know, it's about songs. That song reminds me of. We basically take you through memories that are triggered by specific music. And we already got through one song we were talking about on the phone, and it was that Ace Frehley song called Back in the New York Groove. The name, it's in the title of the song, and yet Joey was back in the New York mood.
Listen, I don't know that song that well, first of all. Secondly, this is a theme with me, because I listened to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack, and do you know the Phantom of the Opera score well, Lena?
Do I?
But do you really?
I mean, yeah, I used to listen to it as a wee lass.
Okay, well, during Think of Me, when on the cast
Think
recording, yes, exactly, when Raul was like, can it be Christine? Bravo! And then it's like, can it be you're really not a bit, there's something girl, we blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Well, I thought for years it was, can it be you're really not a bitch? And never did I question that lyric, but it's just what I sang, can it be you're really not a bitch? Also, side note, Stephen Tewksbury, who was also in Kinky Boots, thought Let It Go, that the sister's name in Frozen was Nicole. He'd never seen the movie, and so
Nicole.
So instead of the cold never bothered me anyway, he thought she was singing Nicole never bothered me anyway. And I was like, that's hysterical. So what I'm saying is that sometimes people get lyrics wrong, and you need to be kind about it.
Oh no! Oh, I do it all the time. You know, the Alanis Morissette song. My brain is having a discharge moment.
Yes, like a virgin.
No.
Yeah. You want to know.
You want to know. Thank you. Wow, brain. Good morning, afternoon. I always thought it was it's the cross, like a cross I bear that you gave to me. And she's talking about what he did to her. And I thought it was the cross-eyed bear. So I thought it was a stuffed animal with crossed eyes that he gave to her. And I was like, I mean, I was like, that's very specific, but okay.
The
Like,
cross-eyed bear. But
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like the cross-eyed bear, like I would bear.
No, no, no. The cross-eyed, a cross-eyed bear, like a stuffed animal that has crossed eyes.
I mean, I've dated people who've made me feel like a cross-eyed bear, you know.
Ooh. Your dirty, dirty mind, you dirty mind. I was watching, we were talking yesterday, just via text, but I was watching House Hunters International.
Homosexuals.
And it was this man who, he was gay. He was moving to London. He had been in like Singapore, and then before he was traveling for work. I love House Hunters International, by the way, and I love House Hunters in general. But the people on there, I just they're not actors, and everything's already been set up. No offense, the whole show is just. They're not actually buying the home. They've already bought the home.
Right.
So they're just kind of going around, and these producers are like, all right, you're going to be an actor, regular people. Like,
Yeah, totally. Yep.
so it's just fun to watch, people who aren't professional actors, like pretend like, oh, they they have to make this choice or whatever. And
Oh.
that's reality television in a nutshell. But anyway, so this gay man and his gay best friend, they were looking for an apartment in London, and the gay best friend kept being like, well, you need something that's a little under budget so you have enough money to go out and like meet people and go to the nightlife and all that kind of stuff. And they always end up going over budget. You can just always, every time they pick a place, it will always be over budget more often than not. They should do some statistics. It probably exists online somewhere, like the statistics of house hunters, what people go for and what people don't. Anyway, so their realtor, and he probably wasn't the real realtor. It was probably, the fake. But he was this a gay man, and if you close your eyes, he sounded like he was wearing a full tweed suit with a tweed hat and a monocle. I mean, he was very, very posh, very proper British accent, super, super posh. And then you open your eyes and you see him, and he's this big, burly bear. He's like a big, burly gay bear. And that juxtaposition of like that voice coming out of that person, it was fun to watch. And then the sexual innuendos flying the entire time that I'm pretty sure the HDTV people didn't really catch on to because they don't understand.
I'm always curious about what gay men with or just actually just people in general with really posh English accents sound like when they're talking dirty in bed. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Because it's like, am I allowed to say what I want? Because it's...
Yes, say
Okay.
whatever you want.
Oh, wait. But I mean, are they like, right, do you like that cock? Do you enjoy that cock? That cock is not going to suck itself.
I wonder, yeah, it's like, do they dirty talk or maybe because of their, they must at some point, but there's also an upbringing and a cultural thing that's very different from what we experience,
I find
I think
your mouth on my dick quite pleasant. Oh my. No,
I
I'm
mean,
secretly-
oh
Oh,
my. We are in no way, shape, or form making fun of Londonites, British,
I
or
am.
not.
Oh, I am.
He is. Okay. Well, I am not.
Because I have such a beautiful accent,
Well, I have a California accent. I can't even hear
I
it.
have one.
That's what people say, but then I try and do French. Like I try to say French. Totally randomly, I am recording a song in French. And not because I think that I'm like an amazing, not that I speak French at all, but I am recording a song in French, and hello.
Those are my new glasses. My glasses have arrived. I can't wait to see it.
What does that mean? Glasses, like drinking glasses or face glasses?
Face glasses.
Nice. Anyway, so as I was
He's gonna
saying,
do it again. Just a fair warning.
but I can't get past my California accent coming out when I'm trying to do French. Like
Can
I
I hear it?
sound not French at all.
Can I hear it? I'll give you a line to say. Okay, ready? Here's the line. Oh oh my, how the moon is sparkling.
No, 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 no. In French, not with a French accent. In
Oh, okay. Can you say
French.
how do you say butt in French? Like not butt, like an ass. I mean like butt, you know. Um okay. Je t'aime mon amour. There you go.
Hello. Um, how about tu es
Uh-oh.
tu es si jeune, mais c'est froidement bat ton cœur.
Yeah,
Et
is
moi
water.
toujours. Ensemble, c'est notre destin.
Something of the day you're on your outfit what? In water. Today my outfit is in water.
Why moi toujours?
Why okay, moi, my something of the day? Du jour is some does du jour mean the day? Like of the like
Not de jour, toujours.
oh toujours.
Toi et moi toujours.
Something today.
Ensemble, c'est notre destin.
I mean it sounds pretty good. It's something about my outfit of the day. I don't know. What are you saying, little lady? This is the best costume for today.
No, I actually don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, great. The French love that.
My dad explained it to me, and then I promptly forgot, but he didn't write down the literal translation to what he was doing. So I just, and then he also didn't write the actual words in French. It's just like how it sounds.
Oh,
He wrote
got
it
you.
like how it sounds phonetically.
Yeah.
So I can't even look up the words.
Oh wow.
So I could be saying some nasty ass shit. We don't know. You
You know,
two
you
tell
could
us
say
what we're saying.
Google Translate. Go into Google and hit the say it in French, and maybe it'll pick it up.
Maybe
Is that for me, baby?
you go into Google.
Will you hand me the package? I'm gonna open it. I want to show you my new glasses.
Are you gonna show us your new glasses?
Yeah, thanks, honey.
Am I still stream? Are we still? We're still streaming live. 4 people are watching.
Well, hey, listen.
Whopping
Hi, 4 people.
people. Oh look, I can see you. Wait here. I'm gonna. Hello, Mark A. Hello, Dan. Yes, Pop 11. Danielle, Chris McGovern.
Chris McGovern. Why do I know that name?
We're not doing this.
Thanks, baby.
By the way, we're this is not going to be live on YouTube. It's not. This is just this one because I've done this show with Joey before. Cute. Joey just put on his glasses and he looks cute.
Oh, what's up, bro?
And I thought it would be fun for everyone to see the stupidity and hilarity that we ensue on the podcast that I do. That's on Patreon. That's why you've never seen it.
Can it be you're really not a bitch?
So let's get on track here.
Okay.
Because we were talking about misheard lyrics. There is a song that I did misheard lyrics. And it was that Fine Young Cannibals song. She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Why are you singing it inside? You took it up so high.
That's the key.
No, it's not.
What's the key?
She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh. I could play it right now. You want? Should we have a bet? Let's see.
Yeah, let's bet it. Do
okay.
it. Well, I mean, you can't. You can't. You actually can't. But I mean, just play like a little tiny, just so we can get the key. She drives me crazy. I thought it was higher than that. She drives me crazy. She drives. That's right. Fuck. I lost. I lose. Anyway, so she drives me crazy. It always reminds me because I would go around, and I've told this story on my Patreon before, but this is another one of those songs that kind of relate to me wanting long hair really bad when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in a house filled with props and costumes and wigs
Mm-hmm.
and all kinds of crazy shit. And I would go down in there was a costume room in the house, and I would go into the costume room. This is because my dad had he had a company, he had a ballet company, and so he had all the costumes and everything from all the ballets that he did, and they had wigs and stuff. So I went down and I found this like just like a long track of hair.
Like a single track.
No, just like like long, like it was a long track. It was like something that you sew in,
Mm.
you sew into a wig or you
Yeah.
sew into your own hair. I wonder what my dog is doing right now. I bet she's destroying the house. Anyway, so so I found this like long track of hair that was kind of an ashy blonde, and I had really like towheady blonde hair. And it didn't match or anything, but I wanted long hair. So
Mm.
what I did was I wrapped I would put my hair in a ponytail, and then I'd wrap the track around my ponytail, right?
Mm.
And then I'd kind of like pin it in, and then we'd go public places. I'd have this in my hair. I'd have this really long ponytail that didn't match the rest of my hair. And I'm sure it wasn't very good because I was young. I was like 11 years old or something. So God knows I didn't really know what I was doing.
Mm.
And with hair, honey, I still don't know what I'm doing with hair.
Yes,
And
hey.
and and so I'd be in the car. My dad had a red Toyota Tercel.
I don't know why.
Why is that funny?
Because I always make Tercel jokes because they don't exist anymore.
Do they not? Okay, so my dad had a red Tercel. And we would be driving around, and so we'd be going to like the flea market, right? And I'd have my hair in and like listening to that song, and singing along like she drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, like
No one else.
what I thought it was, like long white hair.
But wait, what's the actual lyric? Maybe I'm wrong too. What is
No,
it?
it's like no one else.
Okay. Like long white hair?
Yeah, because it was like no one else.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So all
Yeah.
I heard was like long white hair. And I'd have my long ponytail in, and I'd be
Yeah.
flipping it about, and we'd go to the flea market, and we had an Atari. Now, I've told this story before, but we did not have any money, so we were not able to get like a Nintendo.
Mm.
And I mean, God forbid we get a Sega.
Sega Genesis.
That was that was like what all the like really really cool kids had, who had lots of money. But we were able to afford the $1 Atari,
Mhm.
and then we would go to the flea market, and my daddy would buy me like an Atari game to take home and play. And I loved them because I also figured out on the Atari how to like trick it so that you could get like unlimited firepower with not unlimited but really fast firepower for like Space Invaders.
Mm.
So on the original Atari, you probably can't do it anymore, but on the original Atari, if you like flip the on off switch like a couple of times, then you would trick the system or something, and then like you had tons of firepower, and so I would just get to a really high level and be like, "Pa, pa,
And
pa, 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 pa,
she's
pa."
been tricking the system every day, ever since. This is
Yeah.
the origin story.
Yes, the origin or Pitfall. I don't know. Did you ever play Atari games?
Atari was a little before my time.
We are the same age.
But what I mean is that
You had a
was
Nintendo, right?
it was before your time as well. So you
Right.
you were,
I did have a Game Boy.
yeah, yeah, I
Did
did
you have a
too.
Game Boy?
I did.
I
I
had a
played
Game Boy.
Tetris.
Tetris.
That was the
That
only
was
game I think I played on there.
Super Mario Brothers.
I don't think I played it on there.
Well, I don't care. I played it on there.
Ever since you put on that camel turtleneck, you've changed.
It's burnt orange.
Ever since you put on that burnt orange turtleneck, you've changed.
It
Okay.
matches this chair.
Ever since you've matched that chair, you've
Did, my husband finally finished the book collection on this one wall.
you guys, you've never seen so many Stephen King books in your life.
We have a billion trillion built-in. What the fuck was that?
Oh my god, you're having a Cardi B moment.
I
Oh
thought
my god! What is that?
I thought a bird just plummeted to its demise.
Well, did it?
What is that?
You are having a Cardi B moment right now. For anyone who knows this meme. Oh my god! I'll show it to you.
There was like a tumbleweed going down, but it was like it was like this big,
Of a bird.
and it wasn't a tumbleweed. It looked like a mushroom plopping around, getting pushed by the wind. Very weird to see.
So what is it? Is it a mushroom? Is it a tumbleweed?
It's a
Is
mushroom. Well, no, the bird that I saw was anyway. So back to the story. What was I talking about?
Atari.
Atari. Oh, no. We were talking about Game Boy. Okay, so Game Boy, every time I hear the Tetris theme, remember the Tetris theme?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear that, I am reminded of this horrible weekend I spent where I was just a kid. And I was playing my Atari, like crazy. And I was on like a little getaway with some other kids all in my ballet class. So I was invited up to Northern California, like Marin or something like that. I don't know. Well, it wasn't too far north. It was past Marin. It was past Napa. Yeah. And anyway, so I was at this big house and they had a pool outside, but it was like a tiny little tall pool. It was like
An over the ground pool.
it was an over the ground pool. It was small and it was tall.
Full of
I remember,
sharks.
of course, yes, and I was also like really young, so it was tall to me. But I was a late bloomer. Like I didn't grow until I was about 13 or 14. So
Oh my god, I didn't grow till I was about 16. So go ahead. Sorry.
why do you have to top on my shit?
I mean, I'm saying like I get it. I was with you because I'm just here in the moment with you, Lena. That's all. Lena Hall, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Award winning Lena Hall.
I'm kidding. I'm checking in on our live stream numbers. Let's see how many people are here still.
Let's see how many people have left.
7 people are watching. Well, hello, Emma Fox. Holy hell, my dad had an orange Tercel.
Tercels ain't there no more.
Anyway, so I didn't really like these girls, or I felt like they didn't like me, or whatever. I was kind of a loner as a kid because I always felt like people didn't like me, and now I'm realizing that was probably in my own head. Or maybe they didn't like me. I don't know. But it was probably most likely me, being sensitive and insecure. Anyway, so I decided to stay in the pool all day.
Oh god.
While everyone else was doing other things. And I didn't have my mom around, so I didn't have the woman who was constantly slathering me with sunscreen. And the next day, I must have had heat stroke. I was bubbling. I was so burnt. My whole body was so burnt that it was like bubbling, and I slept for a couple of days straight, and it was really, really painful. There's a reason I'm so pale, and that's because there were a few times where I was traumatized by the sun. And anyway, so on the way back home from this
Hellscape.
Yeah, we stopped at Stuart Leonard's or something like that. I don't know. It was a tree. It was like an oak tree that you walk into an oak tree entrance or whatever. I don't know, whatever. So we stopped there, but that doesn't. Who cares? That was just a part of the memory that just popped in my mind.
Mhm.
Um, on the whole way home, I was on the
Game Boy.
Game Boy playing Tetris, to quell the pain.
Mm.
Basically, it was the only way I could get over that sheer and utter pain. So, that, and also this time that we went to Mexico. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and my eyelids got burnt, and I couldn't open my eyes for a day.
Oh my God.
That and that experience were both like I
When you
am
say
fair.
the word sunburn, it really gets such a visceral reaction out of people because we've all been sunburned at like to degrees that were just excruciating, and a lot of it is childhood. I mean, I remember getting so burnt in Florida when I was a kid, and my face was on fucking fire. And then 5 days later, I was golden and delicious, and I was like, wait till I go back to school. I'm gonna be tan and hot. I'm David Hasselhoff. I don't know
Oh
why.
man, remember that? Like that tan was so like
It still
in.
is. It still is.
Is it? I thought
It
it was.
is.
I thought it
Even
was a
my own
lot less
fiance
than.
is like, "You are so pale, honey." And I'm like, There's a reason that I'm 40 and I don't look my age. I'm preserving. If I could sleep in formaldehyde, I would to pickle myself.
Same,
So,
same.
I mean, not 40, 30. We're 30.
Excuse me.
We're 30.
We are 30, flirty, and fabulous. 7 people are still watching. Hello, 7 people.
7 people. There can be 7 people in a room. Um,
We are in the Zoom where it happened. That's been used before. That's been used before. I'm not original. The Zoom where it happened. The Zoom where it happened.
I wish you could see my gay ass Christmas tree. I mean, you can see like a little bit of it. In fact, I'm just going to show you. I bought LED lights that you can control from your phone, and you can do all kinds of things with them. You can create your own escape. I've created an escape through my Christmas tree. Narnia is in my Christmas tree.
Ooh, I
But I
want that.
can't.
Can you escape and find where my dog went?
I mean, I'm concerned for you.
Dine!
Ladies and gentlemen, this dog is a force.
Dine!
Wait,
Oh, cute. Oh, it's it's so fabulously gay. I love it.
isn't that nice? It changes color. It goes down
No, yeah, it goes down like
like a gay man on a Saturday night.
hey.
So I'm just kidding. It's like a gay man 7 days a week. Um, do I look like Clark Kent?
Oh no, we lost someone. LP
Oh,
left. Oh, damn it.
it
Now
was
we're
the
at
gay
6.
jokes. It was the gay jokes.
Gay joke.
Like,
We have 5 people watching and we have 4 likes. Hello everyone. Thanks
should
for
I twerk?
liking.
I feel like if I twerked, it would get
Don't
more.
do it. Don't do it.
Why?
Don't do it. Um cuz you can't take that off the internet.
So I don't care. Do you know what's of me on the internet already? Please. At this point,
I don't. I haven't looked.
I'm just kidding. There's no. I mean, I do have a butt. Like you can look at my butt on my Instagram, which is at it's Joey Taranto.
Wait, do it again. What's your Instagram?
At it's Joey Taranto. At Taranto. But you can see my butt. In fact, I'll show you my butt.
This is not where I thought that this podcast would go.
I think you did.
What
I mean,
about what about you? What songs bring you back to some strong memories? They can't be songs you used for the other one. It clicked out.
I said, help your friend paint her apartment, but make it gay. That's a good butt. Anyway, CrossFit. Squatting every day, bro. What is a song that brings me back?
Mhm.
Honestly, I haven't been able to get I Don't Want to Wait by Paula Cole out of my
I
head. So it
wanna
came out
wait
in 24 years. It came
for
out 20.
our lives to be over.
I want to know right now, what will it be? Da-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know what it reminds me of?
But
When you came over and we were screaming that at the top of our lungs while we were doing a puzzle, my poor husband was like, "What is going on?"
he loved it. I think he loved it. I think he loved it. Unfortunately, when Lena Hall and I get together, it is a tunnel of love, it is a tunnel of confusion, it is a tunnel of memories. And
Confusion.
if it's a ride that you didn't sign up for, it can be one that turns into a roller coaster with melt on.
So, Paula Cole. Now, I feel like you did this one last time.
Oh, it didn't.
No?
Uh-uh.
What is the song even called?
I don't want to wait.
Is it? Is it really called I Don't Want to Wait?
It's really a beautiful song. I mean, it is. I know obviously everybody knows it because of Dawson's Creek, which I watched like the first two seasons of Dawson's Creek, and I was like, this is shit TV. This is, Mama, this is garbage. And then I was out. But that album, This Fire by Paula Cole, is a great album. It is full
Do,
of,
do, do.
yeah, and it also has Feel in Love on it. You make me feel like a sticky apple, red and horny. It's so good. Anyway, you make me feel love, 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 love. Do you know that one?
No.
Great. It also has me. There's great songs on there. Great songs.
Cool. You know what I just
Great
did?
singer. She studied at the Boston Conservatory. She
Nice.
has incredible training technique. She's amazing. She
Nice.
won't respond to me on Instagram. It's fine.
Nice.
I've seen her in concert like maybe 6 times.
Nice.
She's incredible. I like truly don't care.
Nice.
I don't know. I mean, like that is like. Did you not like that song? I Don't Want to Wait.
No, I love that song. I I'm just curious as to what memory it brings you to.
Oh, well, I mean, I think I was 16 when that album came out, and I remember that it actually I got it when I was 17. It was my junior year in high school. I turned 17 February 11th, and my friend got me that CD, and she gave me Meredith. Was it Meredith Brooks who sang "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover," and that is the only good song on that album. The
That's
rest
like
was
the verb. Remember the Verve pipe? They had the album and it had um
not Bittersweet Symphony.
yes, the Verve.
Yeah,
And it had Bittersweet Symphony, but none of the rest of the songs were.
good.
Well, yeah. I bought the album just for that song.
See, I bought the Cruel Intention soundtrack for that song,
Yeah, I should have done that.
which is a great, and also it
It's
still holds up. I highly recommend it.
Did have you seen it recently? Cruel Intentions?
You know what's so funny is somebody was watching it the other night, and I was like, I should revisit that. Was it you?
Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I should revisit that movie because I did love it, and I thought Sarah Michelle Gellar was so good. Reese was. They were all really good in it. I mean, Ryan Felipe was not great, you know. Uh,
They were all so good in it. Ryan Felipe was not.
he was okay. I mean, he was handsome and he had a great butt. We all wanted to see that butt. Anyway, why? Did you revisit it with Jonathan?
Yeah, yeah. I was
And
working next to him while he was watching it, and it's really fun to watch. And I was like, and he was like, I really wanted to be one of them, and like live that New York, boarding school lifestyle. And I was like, that's just fake because it's just the movies. He was like,
oh, really?
I said, really? He's like,
He's like, all the girls were snorting coke before chapel. At the, I mean, listen. I often wonder what it's like to be a kid growing up in New York City with as much. You're not dependent on a car. You don't need your parents to drop you off. You have so much freedom and liberty, and I feel like that can go in one or two directions. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm like, I wonder, like, and then add that like you're super rich. maybe there are Sarah Michelle Gellers of the world who were snorting coke before chapel in high school.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was like, it's a movie. It's based on like, you know, dangerous liaisons. It's,
Mm.
and they can't. It's just a fake world. This fake world, of the wealthy kids, and it's like he was like, and I said, oh, well, I don't know what I'm talking about because I was a poor kid in the heart of San Francisco in the Haight-Ashbury, with hippie parents. So
Totally. I went to a Christian high school and I graduated with a class of, I think, 18, 18. And I hated all of them. But that's not true. I didn't hate all of them. But yeah, it's the stark contrast from what I grew up with. Oh, Selma Blair. Selma Blair is so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Secret Society.
I mean, that Bittersweet Symphony is definitely one of those songs that, I like. It reminds me of, I hear the dog. Dini! Come here! Dini!
Oh,
Oh,
that
you
is
look guilty.
a horse.
Oh, she looks guilty. She looks guilty. My husband is calling, and I'm not going to take this call. I just declined my hub.
It sounded like a sound effect in Practical Magic.
Ow! Oh my God, she just bit my face. You just nibbled on my face. What did you do down there? Did you destroy the fucking wood? Because I can't leave because I... Ah!
You are a giant chew toy to that dog.
Can I have a kiss? You're scaring me.
Like,
yeah, so hi baby.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Deanie, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Bittersweet Symphony. When I hear that song, I always think of that car ride at the end.
Oh, it's so good. That car is amazing.
That car. See, now I wanted that car. We were talking about, Jonathan was like, I wanted to live that life like those kids, and I was like, well, I just wanted that car.
What kind of car was that anyway?
It was, I don't know. Was it a Porsche?
I don't know. Speaking of cars, you just got a fucking sick new truck.
Do you like my truck?
It's so sexy. I have a hard on for your truck. It is.
Ew.
Oh. For real, that is like, oh no. Yeah, that truck is like sexy and sleek and high off. I mean, it's all the things that I want that truck.
Well, when I'm done with it, you can buy it off of me.
If you were my real friend, you would just give it to me.
No.
No. Wait, I'm curious. Are you watching any TV shows right now? Are there any shows you're watching that you're like sucked into?
No.
Great. Cool.
I watched the Queens Gambit. That was really good.
Oh, should I watch that?
Yes, absolutely watch that. You would probably love it, although I don't know. Sometimes you surprise me with how bad your taste is. But I'm kidding.
I want to have a nice afternoon with you. Remember that I know where you live. I know what train station to go to. I know where to find you. I do have some questionable taste sometimes.
Now,
especially when I've smoked weed, God knows what I'm gonna be watching.
The dog has disappeared again.
Uh-oh.
Wait, now you just did Bittersweet Symphony at your concert.
Yes, I'm actually pretty proud of my cover of that. I want to finish recording it. I want to add like the lead vocals to it and send it out to some friends.
Uh-huh.
Because it was fun. I made more of like I don't want to say, I don't know. I just put my own spin on it. Lena, I love a choir moment and I love a many layered harmonies moment. I know that sometimes you feel that maybe I've overdone it. And maybe you are right, but I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Baby, there ain't no accounting for taste. I know you like to. I understand the temptation to just blow it out, Your
But I don't
rear.
do that on here. Well, I guess at the very end I do, but it's a very slow build. It's a very slow
That's how I like to have sex.
build.
A slow build.
It should,
Nene!
what is that dog doing?
I have no idea. She probably destroyed the woodwork.
I like a slow build too, unless I'm tired and really stoned, and then I'm like, we're just doing this.
Oh my God.
You said
Wow.
anything goes.
Amazing. There's still 7 people watching. I wonder who they are. A person named Aladdin Sane commented. He said, "Hi, Lena." And now Aladdin Sane is one of my favorite Bowie albums. I have it on vinyl.
What singles are on that?
Um,
Like, what are the songs that I would know?
Aladdin Sane.
Oh, I don't.
Do you not know?
Let me pull
I
up
have to.
Let me look at my Spotify here. It's Aladdin.
No, it's which
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna.
it
do
wasn't a
it.
lot. Cracked Actor. Genie.
Jenny.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
listen to the album from front to back, it's really good that way.
Okay.
It's one of those that you can like listen to um from start to finish. Anyway, yeah, it's worth having on vinyl
Oh, okay. I can.
because it plays well on vinyl.
Right. Well, I'm curious. Actually, what are songs like albums that you will listen to from beginning to end that you like consistently like every song and will listen to the whole album?
Whole albums, I'll do best ofs.
Fair. I'm that. That
I'm kidding.
works.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Best ofs don't count. Um, let's see. Whole albums. Appetite for Destruction. Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, got you. Sorry.
Um,
Give me a second. I don't actually know that whole album.
you don't?
No, I should.
It's so good. The
I mean, I
whole
love Guns N'
album.
Roses, but I don't, and I love their hits, but I don't know their like deep cuts.
That is an exceptional album. That album is a best of album before they had the best of, right? So
Got you.
all the songs are really good. There's some like it plays really well again from front to back. And then let's see, the Beatles, the one where they're walking, Abbey Road,
Mm-hmm.
and Magical Mystery Tour, and the Sgt. Pepper's. That's one of the best ones to listen to front to back. That plays so good. And then it's so crazy because we listen to our music on shuffle now, and it's like you don't get the full feeling of an album anymore.
Unless I
like,
make a playlist, but I will listen to a whole album.
yeah. Let's see. I do. What else? There's
Okay, computer.
like Jagged Little Pill, OK Computer.
Except I hate when they get to the hitter, fitter, more productive. I fast forward that. I don't like that.
Anyway, what are your albums that you listen to front to back?
Um.
Soundtracks like Romeo and Juliet, the Go soundtrack,
Oh
like
yeah.
fucking Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack.
I love that you know the Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack. That is a great soundtrack.
Do you remember the Blade soundtrack?
No, I honestly have never seen Blade. I know. Is Blade
Must watch.
Which one is Blade the one with Wesley Snipes?
Oh yeah.
Is that the one? What's in the beginning where the guy walks into the club and then all of a sudden it's like blood everywhere?
Blade.
Is that the first Blade?
Mm-hmm.
So I've only seen that opening scene and I've not seen the whole thing. Should I watch it?
I would watch it. It's kind of like one of those. It was a big deal when it came out. I remember.
I'm gonna look and see what's on the Blade soundtrack.
The soundtrack. So the soundtrack is actually it was artists that came up. It's like
That's the
like drum and bass artists paired
okay.
with, so it's a bunch of like odd pairings, but it makes for really cool music. So
Cool.
yeah, it was a bunch of odd pairings. So like maybe a metal band with like a house
Mm-hmm.
DJ or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
there was a bunch of that, and I remember listening to that and being like, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, I mean that soundtrack is really good. I can't hardly wait. I don't know Blade. I'll check it out. Can't hardly wait. Cruel Intentions is a fantastic one.
Cruel Intentions.
Clueless is a great one. But I guess like movies. You know what? There's like three Tori Amos albums that I will listen to from beginning to end. Like
Yep,
Little Earth
yep, yep, yep.
in order. Little
Little
Earthquakes,
Earthquakes,
Under the Pink.
Boys for Pelly.
I can listen to those from beginning to end.
Yep.
Um, when I'm like in my feels, in my feelings. I've got a black shirt on. And my hair
Question.
What?
Well, now
What?
I did God. I sang God for a Tori Amos like concert, like a Broadway sings Tori Amos or something like that. And that was really
Okay.
fun. And now God will it always reminds me of this little see-through pink shirt that I wore for that, and this big ear cuff that I had that no one told me looked ridiculous. And it was
What's an
do you
ear?
remember
You
that?
mean like those things that you put on your ear?
Yeah, and it was huge. I mean, it was a massive ear cuff.
Oh,
And I did that. I did a cover of that, and that was really fun. But Tori Amos. Oh, so okay, so Precious Things.
that's
Okay, so I was in high school, and I was a sophomore,
mhm.
and I went to School of the Arts,
Okay.
and I was in the vocal department from freshman and sophomore year, and all the cool kids were either in the drama department, which I auditioned for and didn't get into, or
Wow.
the dance department, which I was dancing on my own so much that I didn't want to do that. And like the big dance recital that was at the end of the year was like the biggest thing. My dog's back. That
Sorry.
was the biggest, like, that was like the biggest thing to go to was the dance department's like big dance thing. And so there were these girls who were super popular and always like the pretty girls, and they did a dance together to Precious Things, and it was like a modern dance.
Was it good?
I don't remember if it was good. I just remember being like, I want to be cool.
Mm.
So I ended up transferring over to dance in for my junior senior year, and it still wasn't cool. It didn't help
I'm sorry.
me
I'm
at
sorry.
all.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. No. High school is such a weird, singular experience for everyone. Even though there's so many through lines, like I think we all go through trauma in high school. But what are you doing?
I wrote down Precious Things.
Oh, okay.
I'm writing down a playlist because then I'll put it on the Spotify list.
I wanted to play the piano so bad. I can only play like chords and stuff, but Anyway,
For
my
you,
freshman sophomore year, I was just so tiny and just a walking target. And then I grew up a bunch, switched schools in my junior senior year, and I figured out that I could make people laugh, and so that's what got me through.
nice. All right, now, when was the first time you heard Tori Amos?
Oh, I told you this story.
Oh, was this one of the beginning?
Yeah, because I had girlfriends that um, I mean, girls that were friends that were like very into Tori, very into Bjork.
That's right.
Bjork's Post album, I could listen to that from beginning to end. That's a great one. But they were all into Tori, and I was like, I don't want to listen to that. And then I went into that Sam Goody. Boys for Pele had just come out. I put my headphones on, and I was like, it was like gay magic. Just I filled up with homosexuality. It exploded. Tori Amos turned me into a homosexual.
Amazing. A homosexual. A,
But
ho-
I mean,
homosexual.
um, is there a support group I can join to help me come to terms with my own homophobia? Um, that's a Reality Bites Reference. Another great soundtrack. Um, that's got "Ooh, baby, I love your way." Every I
I
wanna.
wanna feel,
How dare you
wanna
sing
be
Symphony?
with you night and day.
That's a great song. I mean, Peter Frampton's original is just so good. I think it's the sweetest. It puts you in such a place, that song. Like a good one. You know what I mean? I imagine like lights above me and me in like a slender silk dress, just being a dainty woman and picked up by a rich man dancing on the floor with a champagne in my hand and he's just singing in my ear and I'm like, tonight's the night.
This is enjoyable.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't own a
This is
silk dress. Can I borrow
enjoyable.
one from you?
I don't have a silk dress. Shit. Have you seen the way I dress?
Um,
Ah,
Side note,
bah. Yeah.
I hate the way silk feels.
Silk feels weird, especially in the wintertime. It gets really, it's like dry on your hands. But then I'm thinking, this isn't real silk.
Probably. I just don't like it. I'm like, get
Like
it off of me.
it might be like a rayon blend, like
Mm.
a fake silk blend. Like real silk should
Look
be
at your dog.
super. Real silk should be super soft, keep you cool
Yeah.
in the winter and warm. Keep you
Yeah.
warm in the winter and
Yes.
cool in the
Yes.
summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. That'll be the show.
Hi,
What?
Deanie. Uh oh. Uh oh.
What?
There's something destroyed on the.
What?
She destroyed something.
Beta. Beta.
I should have closed the door
Uh-oh.
about an hour ago.
What do you think she destroyed? Can you go get it and bring it back to us and show us what she destroyed?
I don't know if I want to.
I want to see it.
Maybe. I mean, will you be able to entertain the.
Sure.
Hang on. Updating the 10 people watching. We are going up in numbers. This is amazing.
Whoa.
Hello, 10 people. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you are just joining us, my dog Deanie has been away for the past 45 minutes or so, somewhere most likely destroying the wall.
We're about to play a game. What's called What's Been Destroyed.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
So now you have to entertain the folks. Entertain them. Joey, it's up to you to entertain these folks. I don't know it's gonna fall apart, isn't it? Am I gonna come back and your dick's gonna be on screen?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take them down for a second.
All right.
Very sad story.
All right, I'm coming back. Why don't you tell the story of, I don't know, tell a story about music. Okay, bye. I'll be back.
I will tell you this though, my first ever concert was Jars of Clay, and I can't take it back.
Also note, she put herself in her crate, which is really
She
cute.
knows. She knows though.
She knows she's in trouble.
She's in
She also just, I did like a built-in crate underneath the stairs in our closet, and she escaped, so I have to redo it. But I did it built-in. It's really cute. It's not painted or anything. It's not done yet, obviously, and now she can't be in it, so we have this crate out in the middle of the room. But she's in her crate now, and all right, are you ready to entertain the mass?
I'm looking at the comments now. I can see them.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, okay, great. Enjoy, and I'll be right back.
Wait, I'm curious what every Beatles album, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Do you know I've never listened to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon from beginning to end. I probably should, right? I consider myself like such a connoisseur of rock music. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this way because I have this screen over here, so I'm doing this. But I've never done it. I probably should. I'm looking at all your comments. Hello. I know you're all here for Lena, not for me. She'll be back shortly. It's fine. Um, Also, if you have not listened to Tori Amos' first album, Little Earthquakes, it's so good. Do. I will, Lou. I will listen. I will listen to it. I wish you guys could see what's on my YouTube feed right now. It's literally Lena Hall, drag queens, and Sarah Paulson. Side note, this is not anything to do with music. My fiance and I watched The Undoing, and we finished it last night. If you have not watched it, I highly recommend it. If not for anything Nicole Kidman's wardrobe, it's pretty epic. All of her. Oh, wait, Mark, are you talking about? Are you talking about the Pink Floyd album, or are you talking about Tori Amos? Oh, you're talking. You've got to be talking about Pink Floyd because Tori Amos's don't bleed into the other. She just bleeds. Anyway, watch The Undoing. It's worth it. It's very entertaining, and the woman who plays the lawyer is unreal. Oh God, Lena, what is it? What is it? It's what is it?
Okay. So it's not as bad as I had imagined in my head. She did not eat the woodwork,
Okay.
what I could find,
Okay, great.
which doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks like here we have um she destroyed a 2 boxes of popcorn,
Oh wow.
but they're empty, so they were just there to get
Okay.
burnt. She loves toilet paper.
Yeah.
Now, if this was the pandemic at the beginning when there was a toilet paper shortage, it would be really bad because she keeps grabbing our toilet paper and just ripping it to shreds, and we keep finding her, and she keeps destroying the toilet paper, and she won't stop.
How do you remedy that?
I don't know.
Keep the bathroom doors closed.
I've yelled at her. I have not yelled at her. I have tried pulling her away and sitting her and being like, no,
I've seen how patient you are. You're a very good mommy.
And she just won't stop. So it's kind of like she needs to go to TAA. Toilet Paper's Anonymous.
I hate you. How old is that dog now? 6 months?
She's 7 months, 80 pounds.
Wow. She's a baby. She'll figure it out.
She a big baby. And I forget because she's so big. I forget that she's just a puppy. Because, I mean, if you look at her, she looks like an adult dog. She looks like a big dog.
She's big. She doesn't know how big she is.
She does not know how big she is. So
puppies are drunk. They are. They're like kids. Kids, like toddlers, are drunk all the time. They knock shit over. They fall over.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. Correct.
Ask you something. I don't remember. I don't know. Oh, I was just telling your audience that they should watch The Undoing. Sam and I finished it last night.
Oh yeah.
You've not watched it?
No.
It's a whodunit.
Oh, The Undoing, huh? Well, it's not scary?
No, it's not scary. It's I mean, there are moments that are graphic that I was like, do we need this? And there's one thing that they show over and over again that it's a little graphic. It's quick, but it's anyway. It's Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman,
right?
And it's interesting because you're like, what is this? You don't know where it's taking you, and then it takes you on a ride.
Ooh, I like a ride.
And it's only 6 episodes, and the acting is phenomenal. But the best part of the show is the woman, I can't think of her name right now, who plays the lawyer, and she is incredible.
Nice. It is my goal to have you say that about something that I do on TV.
Okay, fine. Fine.
On TV, not singing.
You are incredible, period.
No, not fishing.
That's fine.
I want you to say that girl, I can't remember her name, the one who plays the she's phenomenal.
That's actually the level of fame that I aspire to. I don't want to be a famous person. I just want to be somebody that works consistently, and that if somebody saw me on the street, they'd be like, God, that guy looks familiar. I don't know why I know him. And then they keep walking. That would be the level of fame that is the most desirable. Not where people come up to you and they're like, hey, Lena, how are you? I'd be like,
I'm not famous, but that has happened to me.
Yeah.
I was at dinner in Connecticut, at a place in Canada. We were just sitting there. We were having dinner. This is BC before COVID, and and I was sitting there having dinner, and then like this woman just came right up to us with her husband, and she was just like, "I never do this," and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you. That's really cool. Thank you very much. Like, you can come up to me and talk to me. I actually really like it because it makes me feel like relevant."
She was like, I loved you in the Labyrinth, Jennifer Connelly. You were so good.
But that happens every once in a while. I was walking down the street with my mom randomly. I don't remember what, but we were just walking down the street, and it was like I had planted someone on the street because the timing had been so perfect, and I really can't remember why. But they stopped me and they were like, "Lena fucking Hall," and I was like, "Yeah."
That's adorable.
I was like, yeah.
I don't remember instances. It's only happened to me a handful of times, but I'm always so awkward because you know me. I'm very outgoing. Like, I'm not a shy person. You know me. But for some reason, that scenario, I'm just sort of like, maybe it's the New Yorker in me now because I've been here for so long.
Where you go?
When any stranger talks to me, I'm always like,
yeah. You got the New York blinders on.
yes.
You don't want to get stopped by someone.
Well, I feel like most New Yorkers are walking around going like, "Don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't touch me."
They were.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now more than ever. I feel like if you stop someone on the street and you say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, can you just tell me where 55th and 7th is?" They'll go, "Oh, it's that way, make a left." And they don't make small talk with you, but they'll show you, you know, because everybody's in a hurry. Yep. But generally, when someone is talking to me on the street, I'm like, you either want money or you're going to call me a faggot. It's one of the two.
Oh, God, that's so dark. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, or you're me.
Or you're Lena. Excuse me, are you Joey Taranto? No, I'm Lena Hall. Sorry.
You are actually me in male form.
Really?
We've had this discussion a million times.
Yeah. I just like to hear you say it.
Well, that's the funny thing. I'm like, but why? Why would you ever want to be? I was thinking today. Oh, we're way off topic. But who cares? It's my podcast.
Are we talking about Bosnia?
You want to know what's super cute? Deanie is now asleep in her crate. And all she did was destroy some boxes. I'm very proud of her, although I haven't walked around the whole house. I just went downstairs. But anyway, oh, damn. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Can I corner the market on really shitty looking Instagram? Like, you know how all the influencers, they all look fucking perfect all the fucking time, and everybody has their fake fucking life all over fucking Instagram, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everything is so goddamn curated, and it's annoying because I'm just like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to spend. And for those who do have the time, I mean, God bless them, because that actually is a lot more work than anyone could ever possibly imagine.
Well, it's a full-time job for people.
It is. And to get like that many followers it takes an insane amount of work and money. That's what's crazy. It takes so much money. Can I become the anti version of that where I'm literally look like shit every day? I'm in slippers and like a house coat and my hair is undone and no filter, bullshit garbage, like the disaster and grossness of life. Do you think people would follow that, or do they want that glossy?
No, they wouldn't. They're like, I want to see you in your old 10-year-old dirty robe with your trailer behind you and a half-eaten sandwich in your hand. Like, nobody wants to see that. The Kardashians have ruined it for us because the Kardashians have put this, it's just unobtainable, seemingly what people think is perfection, right? So, I mean, poor Khloe Kardashian, she is like a great example. Wait, somebody said that they would follow. Hey.
Did you say, thank you, Lou? Good.
Like, Khloe Kardashian does what's the word? She face tunes herself, but she also uses Photoshop to make herself look like an entirely different human being. Have you seen her?
And she also does plastic surgery to make herself look like an entirely different human being.
Do you know that photo?
Unless there's a real photo and it's just Facetune and just Photoshop.
No. This. She face tunes so much, and what's the thing called? Photoshop so much that in this one particular picture, I'm going to show it to you. Her necklace stops right here because she has photoshopped so much stuff out. It's wild. But there was one picture of her that caused a lot of controversy because they're like, you are sending a terrible message to young people because, like, where is it? Oh, look at her. Okay, we all know what Khloe Kardashian looks like, right?
I used to. She doesn't look like that anymore.
That is not Khloe Kardashian.
That's not Khloe Kardashian, yeah.
If you look, it doesn't even look. You can't even. Wait, God damn it! There is no other side to the necklace right here because she has photoshopped it so much. That is absurd. So that's what we're dealing with. That people are accepting of that, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's fine. She's doing that, but look how beautiful she looks." That's what you're competing with. So you've got that, or you could be like, "Look at this old 1995 tercel that I found."
I would prefer the real.
You would, but most people don't.
I know, and it's like, how I'd rather give my reality than, you need to do photo shoots all the time so you have content for fucking. It's like,
it's exhausting.
What's time for this shit?
Listen to me. I mean, honestly, Instagram sometimes makes me feel really bad about myself. I follow people that are just like these men that have sculpted, gorgeous bodies,
but they don't.
Beautiful faces, and meanwhile, I'm smoking a joint and eating a nerd rope in my bed.
Yes. It's, it's very interesting because Instagram always makes me feel like shit. And Twitter as well. Any social media, I'm like, if I could not do social media, I would, but I can't. And one day I want to be able to transition away from it and just do Patreon where I have total control. I can do whatever I want. Mm-hmm. And I'll actually and people subscribe to it and will actually pay for the artwork that I'm putting out, like singing, concerts, podcasting for myself, like stuff that is far more interesting than a photoshopped fake life photo, mm-hmm. Of a life that you think I have, but it's an optics thing, and it's not the truth in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I wake up, I barely brush my hair.
I didn't brush mine at all.
I
think it gives something for people to aspire to, perhaps. I think that they're like, I think that people like the Kardashians live a life that is so far removed. First of all, they're no longer on planet Earth. They're on their own planet now. It's not, but I think that it does do that. I try really hard in my Instagram to give a nice balance of funny and informative. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I am political. I get political, but I always try to wrap it up in funny too, because there's so much going on in the world, and sometimes it just feels like an assault of bad, of negative things happening, and so I try to find that balance for me. Of here's some funny, here's some information, and every once in a while there's my butt.
Right.
Even when I show my butt, it's not like look at my butt. It's like look at this. This is a funny scenario, and here's my butt. On a Toyota Tercel.
On a Toyota Tercel. I mean, is this the Tercel episode?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. This episode has been sponsored by Toyota Tercel.
Toyota Tercel. That no longer exists.
I'm trying to remember what a Tercel looks like. It kind of looks like a Corolla.
It was like it's like a little hatchback two-door.
Toyota Tercel.
I'd have to climb into the back seat.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my dad would drive me to school in the Tercel, I remember. And then there was a big accident.
Oh, wow. This is an 83 Tercel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about a 94 Tercel? 93? 93 Tercel? This is all about Tercels, kids.
Well, there's
What
the
was that?
checkerboard.
My husband's home.
Yay!
Husband! Yay! All right. Well, this is the end of the episode. Joey, it was great talking to you. I've got to go and kiss my husband hello. This was a great episode of Hi.
Hey, Joey.
Hi, baby.
Of That Song Reminds Me Of. It had nothing to do with music, and everything to do with life. And you know what? You're going to come back onto the show so we can finish this Instagram discussion because I feel it is very important. All right. I'm going to go and live my life. You live your life. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8 of you that remained, go live your life.
Love you.
Love you. And don't worry about what other people think.
I don't. I've got over that a long time ago.
Love you. I will talk to you later.
Bye, baby. I love you.
Have a good one. Goodbye.